Yo, yo, yo. What is good, everyone? Oh, shit. Alright, we're all good now. Just this camera a little bit. Alright. So today we got some beats. Also, let me know if you guys can hear me right now. Because, you know, it's kind of important. Should be fine at this moment. But damn, it has been raining like every day where I live, and it's not really supposed to rain very much, so it's been weird. But how are you guys doing? Loud and clear. All right, cool. Yeah, you can submit beats in the Discord. If you are a member of the Discord, before these live streams, I always send out a message to everyone and let them drop in their beats a little early, just for, you know, being a member and whatnot, as I usually don't get through all of these beats. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Are you sure it's quiet, or is that you, like the vocals? Because I got the mic turned up pretty loud. Hello. Hello. Turn up a little bit more. Is this better? We all good now? Move this down right here. Not a bad camera. All right, let's see. Oh, good to see you, Citrus. Always here. Appreciate that. I won't let you. I have 0 cracked plugins, actually. All legit. Alright, let me invite you. Let's see. Edit this invite link to never expire. Try that new link. And alright, so this should work. Okay, your volume's halfway. It's good. Alright, we're good. Then let's get this thing started. First, also throughout this stream, I thought it might be helpful to share just shit that I'm learning that might be helpful to you guys. So, yeah, expect some gems throughout this little stream. But let's just, you know, kick this off and get started. We got Nordo 232. Sorry, I can't read. It's a little early for me. And this is, I know this might be a song. Let's check it out. Alright, we got some vibes to start the day.
Like when you always play, hope you look my way. Rose in a glass case, like when you always play, hope you look my way. Flowers smell so sweet, those cut so deep, you're the one I need. Flowers smell so sweet, those cut so deep, you're the one I need. Hands in the glass, I'm looking in. Eyes looking back, all full of sin. We looking back, we're innocent. Scar, we kept it from falling in. Kept my head down, could've used my focus. If the world done, I bet I would've known this. You took the path that was in her room. I took the path that was easy. Hands on the glass, I'm looking in. We looking back, we're equivalent. 2 kids lost, and the world gone cold. More than my soul, gotta hope you use gold. Rose in the glass case, like when you always play, hope you look my way. Rose in the glass case, like when you always play, hope you look my way. Flowers smell so sweet, those cut so deep, you're the one I need.
Alright, so that was the first track of the day. Looks like it was an original song. That was cool, like had cool vibes and whatnot. A few things I would maybe work on is definitely like the vocal mix. The beat kind of drowned it out in certain parts. You know, maybe that's your intention though. I don't know. And then maybe add a little bit of like I couldn't tell if it was like needed a little bit of pitch correction or it was just kind of like the rhythm of your voice just wasn't flowing that well in like certain areas. But I just think, just keep at it. You definitely have like a cool like original style and whatnot. Just some things to tweak, or you don't have to listen to me, because what do I know? Everything's very subjective at the end of the day. All right, who do you guys think's gonna win this fight today? I don't know if you guys are about to watch this, but I'm pretty hyped for the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight. I can't lie. I'm curious who you guys think is going to take it. Next up, we got Uno, though. Sensei Uno. Definitely seen some beats in here before. And one little second. Add a little notepad right here in case I see something that I'm really vibing with here today, so I can write your guys' name down. All right. Let's go. Let's bump this shit.
Like the phantom truth. Damn, fuck around ban this shit. Damn, fuck around killer one nigga. Damn, you know my chain on froze. You reach, I teach, I'm up in that pole. Uno the sensei, I'm teaching you something. But you know my ninjas will beat you with something. 100x100, I'm high as a kite. Stay with a sight when I move through the night. Play if you want, but I stay with that fire. If you down the spot, all my niggas gon' bite. Burberry in my drip, yeah, this shit my fashion. Try to stay humble, that's why I'm not bragging. But I want Virgil with Louis to match it. As you can see, I'll be fresh to the cash. But fuck me and humble, I'm stepping on next. Stay in the game, so I earn my respect. Mama gave me that mentality, that's the reality. I be so sick, you niggas. Quality over the quantity, I do it naturally. I'm just the best of this shit. Back home, the niggas was down to me. Look at me now, a star in the middle of the galaxy.
Stacking my cabbage, rise like a turtle, live fast like a rabbit. Smoke a lot of weed, so I guess it's.
Alright, so that was dope. I was fucking with that. Only thing I would say to maybe change on that is when you went and hit like the high notes or whatever with auto-tune and everything like that. I think you would have to change that because I think it was out of key in comparison to the actual beat there. So it'll probably sound a little bit better if you like change the notes or whatever what you're seeing there. But other than that, I thought it was dope. Like, you have a nice voice and everything like that. Everything else like really flowed really well. And damn, we already got 2 artists dropping beats. Usually we have like 1 or 2 this entire stream, so it's pretty lit. But no, I thought it was pretty dope. I liked it. I'm not sure which one are you because I stopped it a little early. But no, it was cool, man. But yeah, no, that would be the only little thing I would change. Other than that, I thought it was super dope. All right, we got. Is it Heiso or Heiso J? I don't know if you're on yet or not, bro. But you were also in my video where I buy people's beats, even though I didn't buy your beats. I just like your music, so I bumped that. And we also got Griffin in the building. Also was in the video. What's good, Griffin? Good to see you again, bro. Okay, dope. Yeah, you're dope, dude. You definitely got something there. Uno Sensei. All right, cool. All right, we got Heiso or Heiso J. Super fire. I'm excited to listen to this one.
Yeah, I've been through the motions, I've been through the pain. We was in that shelter, better than the rain. Glad I made it, I thank God. Shit changed for a nigga, the way I live now. Back then, I couldn't picture now. And addict to the game. When I leave the earth, they gon' remember my name. Gotta make sure she'll never be the same. For a nigga came a long way, now I'm chasing fame, chasing figures up. How the hell you gonna make it if you scared to take a loss? How you gonna let the fire within you turn into frost? Gotta thirst up the victory, even if it's a toss. Well, I know it told you wrong, get the back before it's gone. Know the journey gon' be long, we just gotta keep going. Gotta break a top for everybody else to notice. Gotta stay motivated, gotta stay focused. Hard times come and go, life ain't easy. Gotta stop your own wishes, there ain't no genie. I'ma stay ready, niggas can't see me. Shoot my shot steady, cannot let them beat me. I know when I'm coming up, they gonna try to cheat me. They just wanna beat me. I've been through the motions, I've been through the pain. We was in that shelter, better than the rain. Glad I made it out, thank God. Shit changed for a nigga the way I live now. Back then, I couldn't picture now. An addict to the game. When I leave the earth, they gon' remember my name. Gotta make sure shit will never be the same. For a nigga came a long way, now I'm chasing fame, chasing figures.
Oh shit. That's a hard spot. Damn, I wish bro was on too, because I know he produces, so I'm not sure if he also made this beat, but no, this is super fire. Low-key, him and Uno would sound pretty good together, I feel like, on a track. Shit, maybe we make that happen. I don't know. But no, that was dope. I was fucking with that. Like, I love the beat too, like all the change ups and everything. It's just, yeah, no, that was fire. No surprise there. All right, we got Harv back in this again. I don't know what else I was gonna say, but welcome back, bro. Good to see you. Let's check out the beats. And yeah, Tommy, I feel like Tommy, I'm hoping he's got it. But I don't know. We'll see. Everyone's saying that Jake is going to win. So, we'll see. It's like, the thing about Jake Paul is, originally, I really wanted him to lose everything. But then, seeing him do so well, it makes me, almost want to root for him more. But then, I did watch the show Love Island with my girl. So, and I like Tyson Fury, so I'm torn. Oh, you guys can't see the screen. Might be. There we go. That's my bad. But no, okay. Definitely, dude. I can see that you're definitely improving, Harv. Like, this is definitely, I would say, better than some of the other stuff that you've submitted for sure. One thing I would recommend doing, though, is that melody is just a little bit too loud in comparison to the drums for me. But that would be the main thing I would probably, work on. It's a little repetitive in ways, but then you did add a little bit of that change up or kind of build up. So, just keep grinding. You're definitely improving a lot. So yeah, good work, dude. All right, let's see what we've got here. Oh, we got Griffin up next. Let's go. Oh shit! Now you can't even see me. I've disappeared. All right, let me fix this real quick. Oh, there we go. I'm here. I'm alive, don't worry. All right, we got Griffin Wins next. Let's check this one out. Which one do I do is the real question. All right, let's go with the Powerpuff Girls.
Where's Griffin at, Kev? 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 Whe
right, so yeah, that was dope. One thing I would maybe consider changing that I just didn't love was how when it dropped in after your tag, it was just like the kick playing. I'd maybe switch that to like, I don't know, like snare and hi-hat or something like that, just because then it just feels like it's not going to drop into the 808 for me. Like if I was just scrolling through YouTube, like listening to beats or something like that, I might be like, oh, this guy just didn't add the 808. But I mean, really up to you on that one. And then for the 808, maybe go with something that's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit more of like a longer 808. But I mean, that sounded cool too. Like the vibes were there and everything. Just like little things that, you could maybe do, or you don't have to do them. Like it's literally up to you. Let's see. All right. Sonare. I know who you are because I've talked to you before and everything. I just cannot remember how to say your name. Hopefully I don't have to download this or else I can't play it. Okay, cool. All right, let's check this one out. I remember, bro, he had some good vocals. Just needed some mixing. I think he asked for mixing tips on this one.
Everybody out here with the moves. If you ride with me and with the crew, I can't help but I can enroll. I got many reasons to working all night and all night. Daddy taking care of the food, moving all the pieces I can't move. I got many reasons to.
So I'm trying to think of some vocal mixing tips for this. Let me just listen to it again for a second because I can't. It doesn't sound like it's that bad, like mix wise.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Everybody out here with the moves. If you ride with me and with the crew, I can.
Maybe a little bit more reverb on the vocals and like adding a little bit of delay might make it sound like fit in the mix a little bit better, make it sound a little bit more dreamy or whatever.
But I can enroll. I got many reasons to working all night and all night.
Yeah, I would say that would be like the main thing I would maybe consider adding. It will probably sound good for a performance like that. Yeah, but no, that was cool. That was definitely a vibe. Let's see, we got J Dean Beats up next. Travis Scott, Nebula. Oh, are these the same ones? All right, we're gonna just listen to them both real quick.
Done one. We are about to run out of shit. We are about to run out of shit. We are about to run out of shit.
Yeah, so for this one, I would say that 808s, I'd maybe change it to a different one. And I don't know, maybe keep it a little bit more like simple. Just kind of sound like you were maybe trying to do a little bit too much with that. But like the melody and everything like that sounded really dope. And leading up to it, I thought it sounded pretty good. That would just kind of be some things I would maybe consider doing. Also, one thing that I've realized, especially from like making my own music and stuff like that, is you really do not need a lot for these beats. because you kind of have to think of your beats as being incomplete songs, is what I would say. And just because you watch like a video and there's like somebody that's throwing like 20 different things on it, doing like the craziest drums or whatever, doesn't mean that you have to do that in order to like get people on your beats and to get people to sell beats and stuff like that. Because artists aren't really thinking like, oh wow, this is so complex, they added this and that here. They're more so thinking, what can I personally like do on this? Because, you know, they're thinking about themselves more so than anything. So, you know, less is more, I would say, for sure. And it's a lot easier to think of ideas with like the less that you do. All right, let's see. We got Jack Zero up next. And this is called Lift Off. It's got a new style and just want some advice. All right. So for this one, if you're practicing a new style, you know, one, obviously, you know, keep practicing it. I didn't really like how it just dropped in at the beginning. It was like really abrupt. And I think that almost sounds like it's out of key, that sound right there. Overall, yeah, just kind of keep practicing on the new style. I definitely see what you're trying to do with it. Work on the mix a little bit. Some of like the changes throughout the beat were like a little bit abrupt. So one thing that you can do to make them just sound like a little bit better is literally just cutting out the sound before something changes into the next. It doesn't have to be all the instruments, but just a couple of them, and that usually works pretty well. So that's what I think about doing. If you have a remix, I would say ideally no, like don't send that in, because last stream that I did like beat reviews, the stream got like hidden because there's like copyright stuff, but Discord typically tells me if that's going to happen. So if that pops up, I mean, I'll know, and I just won't play it. Got Lottie Gotti, Pooh. the award for hardest hitting drums today definitely goes to you. Like, those drums were hitting super hard. Super dope. Only thing I would maybe say is, like, the choir vocals maybe don't have those going as much, but I mean, it's kind of hard to tell if there's, no one on the track. But I thought it was dope. I thought it sounded good. Drums were hitting super hard, super crazy. So, good work on that one. You can submit a beat to the Discord. Just look in the description. Raging Oracle. I'm not really sure what you're even talking about, to be honest. Raging Oracle. All right. Feel free to elaborate, though. Is he only reviewing? Yep, only reviewing them. Yep, okay. All right, so we got Mr. Shorts up next. And let's see. How many do? Oh, damn, we got a shit ton. Yeah. 11 new submissions. Okay. Ooh-wee. All right, let's listen to Mr. Short next. This is a trap type beat. Night Drive. Alright, so there's a lot of good stuff going on in that. I don't think the melody and the drums like match super well. Just for me at least. They almost seem like kind of like out of rhythm. Like there's just like a little bit too much going on with them. But I mean, they were like hitting pretty well. Mix could use some work, but I mean, Mix can always use some work on a lot of beats. But yeah, I would just say just keep practicing. And maybe just try to do a little bit less. Like, you don't have to go, like, super crazy. Just kind of keep it simple in the beginning. All right. Damn. I am here right now. So are you. In this moment right now. We're all together. I don't even know what I'm saying. All right, let's just go on to the next one. All right, we got Sebi with or is it Seb Y? I don't know. Or Sasuke. Shout out to Naruto. Funk type beat. Is anyone else imagining drifting cars right now? That's what I'm thinking about. Alright, so for this one, the vibes, you definitely got the funk vibes down. This one, it really needs like mixing is a big thing, and side chaining that kick so it really pops out in the mix. That'd be a big thing I would do, and that would make it sound a lot better just because it's kind of getting swallowed up by everything else. So just look up. FL Tips has a good one if you use FL Studios on how to sidechain in FL Studios, and it'll make it sound a lot better overall with like the mix and stuff like that. That's also just a trick that you guys can use if you want your drums to hit a little bit harder. Definitely very underrated little trick. That's super easy to do, and it makes a big difference. All right. Is anyone alive in the chat? Chat seems kind of dead right now. Yeah, feel free to ask me questions too, guys, if you have any on anything like music related that I can maybe help on. I don't know everything though, so. All right. Assuming this is a drill beat. Digga D, I think he's a drill rapper. Yeah, so that was cool. It's a little kind of redundant in places, and like the 808 slides, maybe you don't need those as much. Yeah, I don't really make drill beats, so I'm not like the best person or like listen to this type of music, so I'm probably not the best person to say, is this like a good drill, beat or whatever? But that would just be the things that, as a non-drill person, that I would, think of to potentially like change and whatnot. Damn, drill's like super wild too, because it's like, came out the UK, and it's like super big, and like Americans actually like kind of listen to it, because I'm be honest, most of us didn't listen to like any UK rappers, like at all. Like maybe like some people, but really like almost never. Like I can't even think of a time when I listened to a rapper from the UK when I was growing up. But now it's like, people are listening to like Central C and stuff like that, and other drill rappers, which I don't know their names because I'm not tapped in like that. All right, we got MK to God. How do you mix multiple vocals at once? Yeah, that's kind of hard to explain. Like you can put different effects on each of them. I'm not really sure what you mean by multiple vocals. You mean like multiple people's, or kind of what? All right, we got MK to God next. So for this one, 808 is super out of key on this one. So you need to fix that. Otherwise, it's like you can't really listen to stuff like this and like get a good opinion on it if it's like out of key. So I'd fix those 808s. Just look up how to tune your 808s. And then you just want to make sure that they're all in the same key as your beats, like the 808 sounds that you use. I would just start on whatever the key of the sample is. That is where I would put my first 808 and start there, and then start to move them around and whatnot. But yeah, it's just just gotta work on it. But I see what you're trying to do there. All right, we got Beats on Crack. Welcome back again, bro. Good to see you here. And let's see what they got. All right, people that just joined, who you guys got for the fight today? Jake Paul or Tommy Fury? I feel like Tommy's going to pull it out. I feel like his family would not let him fight if they thought he was going to lose. So, we'll see. The vibes have entered.
I love you, Poppy.
This is great. I'm loving this. Man, we've had some great submissions today, I will say, guys. Alright, I liked everything about that one. That was super fire, dude. I think that's probably my favorite beat that you submitted as well. Like, that was just pure vibes. Awesome work on that one. Name's perfect too for it. It was really good. I liked it. So in terms of mixing your vocals, mixing one by one, is there a way to mix them faster? I don't know I still don't know if you're talking about two people's vocals or if you're just talking about like if you do multiple layers on your vocals or whatever. At least what I do is I kind of like created a vocal preset for me, like that I just go to, and that'll be what I start with. And then as I make a song, I'll maybe like tweak some things like the reverb, the delay on it, the amount of like the compression that I'm using, and that sort of thing. That way you don't have to just start from zero every time you make a song. So I would just say to save a preset if you can, which is really easy to do. Let me just open up FL real quick for you. Might as well. All you have to do to save a vocal preset is, honestly, I might make a vocal preset for people. They're not too hard to make, and I feel like I can make a pretty decent one. All right, all you have to do is basically put all your effects on your mixer right here, go right here, and go to File, and go to Save Mixer State As. And this is once you have all the different plugins you want on your vocals. And then anytime you want to add your vocals, you can just go to File, and then pick out the preset, and you'll have like a good starting point. That'd be one thing I'd recommend doing, and then you kind of just have to tweak it. For me, tweaking vocals and mixing is like so tedious. I like it because it's like the creative aspect, but then I also feel like I'm going crazy after like listening to the same thing so many times. All right, so next we got 3-Point Gasper up. Let's see what they got. It said not my best, which is, I don't know why you say that. It's a Joji type beat. Alright, so a few things on this one. Just, these are like common things, especially. I can tell you probably just started or haven't been doing this for very long. And a few things. One, it's kind of out of key, so you got to make sure that the notes you're putting in are all in the same keys. One of the easiest ways to do that if you're just getting started out is just use all of the white keys. That's A minor or C major, and it's all going to sound good together. Or you can also use all of the black keys. In addition to that, just the mix and that 808 was way too low, so it just sounded like overly like subby and just kind of, it just didn't sound very good. So, really, just overall, you just got to practice. I can tell you haven't been doing this for that long, but really just do what I just said. Just use all the white keys to get started. If you do have a piano or MIDI, and try to make something simple, and then try to add your drums and stuff to that, and check out my master classes. All right, let's see. Yeah, just heads up, people that have just submitted. I'm not sure if I'll get to everyone's beats, as I'm only gonna be on here for, I don't know, probably like an hour and a half more, but I'll do my best. I usually don't get to everyone's beat though, in all honesty. All right, we got another Joko. So I don't know how to say your name, but I know you have submitted multiple times, so let's check this out.
Oh, yes.
So that was dope. He definitely got that, like, DA got that dope. I think that's what their name is. The vibe for these beats. Definitely hear Tyga on it for sure. You maybe could have your 808s hitting a little bit harder if you wanted, but I mean, honestly, I thought it sounded pretty good overall. Like, that was good. Definitely got the Tyga vibe for sure too. Like, you definitely know what you're doing. Okay, let's see. I usually go live on Sundays. I might change it to Saturdays. I don't know if I want to do it on a weekday or not. I feel like weekends are like easier for people to just pop on, because just roll out of bed or whatever, or just don't have work or anything like that. I mean, some people at least. Let's see. You want to make weekend type beats? Ooh, man. If you're trying to get into like more like complex like beats and stuff like that, I would say the best thing that you can do, and this is kind of what helped me like create more like complex things, is literally kind of just slowly learning stuff and adding it. Like, you don't have to immediately go and make your beats like 10 times more complex. You can just add like one little thing, or try and like learn something new every day, and then you might not use it all the time, but you might have a moment where you're like, oh shit, like this would sound like super crazy on this, and just add it to your beats. But a lot of like these really crazy and interesting like unique beats and stuff like that, they're usually not that complicated, I would say. At least like the arrangement itself, or not the arrangement itself. The arrangement itself is like kind of what gets more complicated, and they'll maybe add like another beat to it is what they're kind of doing. But now I feel like I'm talking in circles, so let's just move on. All right, we got Prod by Theo right now. And this is a Young Chris type beat. Yeah, so for this one, I just work on like the mix a little bit. I haven't really listened to this artist, so I don't know how complex or how many change-ups are in his beats. So, but it sounded like a little bit like the same thing, kind of just repeating itself throughout. Again, though, if there's like an artist on it, and if this guy just has simple beats, you might have like nailed it. But work on the mix and stuff like that. And yeah, that kind of be like my biggest piece of advice, and just, keep practicing and trying to improve. And for me, the things that have helped me improve the most, and I'm just going to say this right now because, guys are here, so I think it might be helpful, is just trying to learn something every day. Like, even if you just watch like a 10-minute tutorial, like that's great. And then also try to learn how to do things like the correct way and like understand why you're doing it. That'll really make a big difference. And if you feel like you're getting beat block or whatever, or you haven't like made any improvements or anything like that, chances are you just got to try and learn and, stay in that zone of being like super uncomfortable and feeling like there's no way I can figure this out, because eventually you will, and that's how you're going to grow. All right, we got LaFlame, MDA. I think bro has been pretty much every beat critique, so let's check this out. He's got Freeze Corleone piano trap beat, so let's check this out. I'm excited. Alright, so that was dope. I was really fucking with those drums. Like, I thought they sounded cool, like interesting, unique. And I definitely just keep seeing you get better and better, dude. So, keep up the good work, man. Yeah, no, definitely dope vibe. Keep telling me, how do you know what ambient sounds are cool to the song? I'm always thinking that my beat lacks something, but I don't know why. For ambient sounds, I'm not sure if I understand your question correctly, but I'm assuming you're just saying, like, how do you know what sounds ambient, or like what works for ambient beats? And really, you kind of want like more like spacey sounds. Like, pads are really good because they're like really soft sounding. There's like some good sounding arps, especially if you add reverb to it. Just kind of like soft piano, soft synths, etc. For me, like, ambient beats especially are all about like space. So don't feel like you need to fill up everything when you're adding like notes to your MIDI and stuff like that. Like, space is good, as that, makes it more spacey. Think about it. All right, next up we got Prods by Dean. Welcome back, bro. We got a Weekend type beats. Let's go. so you definitely killed it with the Weekend vibe. Drums sound good. It's just the bass line. There's a few things I would maybe do for that bass line. One, I think on certain notes, it just sounds a bit too low. I think it's only like 1 or 2 notes maybe though. And so what you could do is you could just move your whole beat up like a few octaves, and that might just take care of it right there. You'll probably have to do it at least for that one note that just sounds a little bit too low. Let's see if I can find it right here. Not yet. Right there. Like that note sounds too low, so I'd maybe bring that one up. And you can make your bass line, if you want, stick out a little bit more by just adding some distortion, and that's gonna like offer like some separation from it and the rest of like the low end. But yeah, the vibes were there, just like some little minor tweaks that I would do to it, but you definitely got that down. All right, let's see, we got, have I ever used Ableton? Dude, Ableton is absolutely what I would switch to if I wasn't on FL, but I don't feel like learning how to do a new DAW, and I know everyone that's watches my videos at this moment at least uses FL for the most part, but I feel like it would honestly be easier with the type of music that I make, just because I use a shit ton of automation on a lot of stuff, and it just seems a lot easier within Ableton. Let's see, we got Prod by Elry, sorry if I said your name wrong, bro. Feel free to correct me. And let's check this out. Ambient type beat. Oh, damn, he's got the whole video going too. Ooh, that's a cool effect. I don't know if you did that. Look that. I feel like you can make this 808 hit harder. This is like one of my favorite 808s right now. This one with like the rattle. Yeah, so for this one, work on your mix. Work on making those drums hit a bit harder. Overall, that'd be like the biggest thing I could recommend for you. Just work on that mix. Visuals are dope though. I'm not sure if you edit those or you just pulled those from something else. Yeah, I would say I actually started, speaking of FL, I started making beats in Reason because I tried FL, like that was the first thing I tried, and I just could not figure it out at all. And so I went to Reason because I thought it looked cool. This was like hell long ago, and I can't remember what got me into using FL later on. Might have been, I don't know, was it Internet Money Tutorials, or did I have no idea why I ended up using it. Might have been Metro Boom and I saw him use it in a video or something like that. But yeah, Ableton would be definitely what I would use. Otherwise, what free instrument plugins and FL are best for beginners in your opinions? Like FL stock plugins? Let me play Dom next. Dom M. Welcome back again. This is ARG again. cool. Like, that was super unique. I don't even know how you did a little weird spinny thing. But no, I thought that sounded cool. Maybe like the mix a little bit. I feel like I just keep saying that, but no, it was pretty dope. Like, I thought that was cool, interesting, unique. Maybe turning up the drums in like certain parts and stuff like that, but definitely making moves in terms of the other beats I've heard from you as well. So, dope. All right, we got Frosty up next, another long time submitter. Let me check the chat though real quick. Portal. Yeah, Portal's dope. Cool. Shit. All right, let's check out Frosty next. What DAWs do you guys use? You guys all FL gang? Or we got any enemies in this building? Or not building, but I don't know, internet.
Frosty, you got some ice?
So that was dope. That was pretty hard with the drums and everything like that. Definitely noticed some improvements for sure. Like, good job on that one. I'd maybe say it got a little, I don't know, almost like too much going on in certain parts maybe, but then again, I was like, in my head, I was like trying to like mumble over it and stuff like that, and it still worked. So, I thought it was cool. I'm gonna go work on that one, bro. Beats on crack. I'm doing well today, bro. Your beat was hella good earlier. I'm not sure if you were on though, but played it, really liked it. So yeah, great job on that. Anxiety using GarageBands. Damn, I kind of have used GarageBand once because it was on, I think, like the iPhone or something like that. How is that going? Do you like GarageBand? Is it the move? Does Logic come with Macs? I don't know. I used to make beats on Logic for a little bit, or kind of attempted to, because in college, one of my friends, he was like a DJ and producer, and he did a class, and so me and my friend ended up doing it, and the whole time I was just afraid to like play any of my beats to anyone because I knew they were just absolute trash, and so I really didn't learn anything, like, to be honest. It was kind of like a waste of my time, but I guess it kind of all led to everything that's going on right now, so wasn't a complete waste. All right, let's see. I'm gonna catch up with some of those questions in a second. We got Avanish. Not sure, but this is a Weekend type beat, or is it Weekend Out of Time type beat? I don't know what this is, but I'm curious now. I like the sounds you're using. Damn, I need to make some beats like this. I don't know what it is. Beats like that just bring me joy, bro. Like, yeah, that was dope. The mix was not perfect. I would say that would be the area to work on for that. Sidechain that kick. That's going to make it hit a lot harder. And I've been watching a lot of videos with Ilangelo, who's the Weeknd's producer, also like engineer. Dude's a fucking genius. But yeah, he's really big on sidechaining like the kick, and that's what really like drives the beat for those Weeknd type beats and stuff like that. So that'd be the biggest thing I would work on. Thank you, Cyberblog. I think that's your name. Appreciate you. What is good as well. All right, so we got yep, Raging, reverb, chorus. So reverb, I really like Valhalla. Yeah, Valhalla is great for reverb. Chorus, FL has like a cool like new chorus plugin. It's related to, what is it, the Juno, I think. Also, Arturia has one. The Juno chorus just sounds like fucking amazing now. Like when you use it on sounds and stuff like that. What else? Let's see. RC20. I knew there was like Isotope Vinyl, but I mean, RC20 on its own is really good. There's also, what is it, Abbey Road by Waves. I think that's kind of a similar plugin, right? Might be something like check out as well. But all right, we got Blute XTV up next, and let's get it. Let's see what they got. So for this one, the melody's way too loud, like the melodies in the sampler or whatever. It's just way too loud. The drums should be hidden harder. Also, yeah, that'd be the biggest thing I would change, as this looks like a snippet. Like, work on that leveling specifically. Just look up how to level or watch my mixing master class. That could be pretty helpful. So check out that. Let me tap in. Let's see what we got. All right, reminds me of them. Okay, 90s vibe. Yep, 90s vibe. Oh shit, good shit, Nazir. I'm assuming that's how I say your name, bro. Good work. That's lit. All right. What EQ? Oh yeah, Pro Q3. That's the best EQ in my opinion that I've used. Like, I love it. I kind of want to try the, what is it, the auto-tune one, because I just got auto-tune and I was just going to try to do the free trial because I was trying to see how it compared to, what is it, Slate's version, Metatune, which I like. And I forgot to cancel the free trial, so now I just have it for a little while. So I'm gonna test that out. But no, I really like Pro Q3. I really like FabFilter. Just their plugins in general are super fire. Like, I really want to get their Saturator 2 plugin, just because the distortion it adds is really awesome. All right, we got Axia or Asia. I need to start having people sound like their names. I always feel bad if I get someone's name wrong. All right, we got an ethnic Japanese UK drill type beat called Demon. Let's go. Okay, so that was cool. That was definitely, you definitely got those vibes down. Dope sample. Drums were good too. Maybe overdid it with the slides towards the beginning, because I'm just trying to think if somebody like actually like rapping on that. But I mean, I don't listen to a lot of like drill, so I don't know. Maybe that's what's always going on. Might make it a little bit more complex, so maybe just have it going like every 8 bars versus every what I think was like 4 bars. Have it like end on like the slide. But yeah, other than that, I thought it was cool. You got some cool like graphics and stuff going as well. And yeah, no, that was cool. There was something I was going to say, and I just completely forgot. Also checking this Jake Paul fight out to see like if it's starting. I don't think it's starting for a little bit though. All right, let's go. We got Till Manor up next. Damn, 27 new messages. There's no way I can get through all these. Woo! Appreciate y'all coming through though. Let's vibe out. Let's have some fun. Okay, it's too far. I'm gonna have to skip to the switch. Unless it blows my mind, then I'll listen to the switch. Go closer to the switch now. Let's hear what it sounds like. Moving through my ears right now. Alright, so that was cool. I think I liked the beat switch more than like the first part. The drums were like very unique, like the 808 and stuff. I'm not sure how I feel about it though, to be honest. Like, I like that it was unique, but I'm not sure if it like worked super well for this or not. I don't know. I'm confused right now, but it's definitely sounded cool and unique. And I can't say if it was too redundant at the beginning because I skipped, halfway through so we can listen to other people's beats too. But yeah. But yeah, no, when it switched and there was like the panning, like Nasir just said. Wait, is it Nasiri? Nasir. I don't know if I'm sorry again if I pronounced it wrong, bro. But yeah, the panning was crazy. Like how it was just moving in my ears and stuff like that. That sounded dope. I love that stuff. All right, we got Hush Sounds up next. And it's a Summer Walker type beats. All right, let's see. I'm hoping the vibes are coming through on this one. like right there, you definitely want to clean up the mix a little bit. It was just like I could just tell there was like a lot of stuff competing for that low end, so it just sounded a little weird. Let me just play that again real quick. I think it's out of key also right there, so work on the mix and work on getting everything in key. The easiest way to just make sure you keep things in key is just use like the scale highlighting tool in FL Studios. Just look up how to use that, and that's very helpful. That's how I kind of learned to figure it out, and then eventually you just don't even need it. You'll just know or whatever if you're not sure. All right, we got Nazari, that's the name. I got that correct, bro, right? Or is it? Yeah, let me know if that one was correct or the other one, because I'll know after that. All right, we got Matt's Frio up next, and yeah, no problem, T-Man. Thank you for submitting your beat, bro. Matt's Frio. This looks like an original song.
You're my ace too, oh, 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 you're my ace too, oh, 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 you're my ace too, oh, 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 you're my ace too, oh, oh, I need water on my wrist to keep me breathing. Baby, come and let me breathe, breathe. Didn't need my phone when you be leaving. I need to focus on my breathing, breathing. Infatuated with the thought of me and you.
So that was cool. That was cool, dude. Thank you for submitting that. I know, like mix maybe could be improved, but this is also like that kind of like sound aesthetic isn't like perfectly like mixed or anything like that. So I mean, up to you on kind of what you want to do there. We got KG up next, which is a Travis Scott / Don Toliver type beat. Mafia Part 2. So let's check this out. And yeah, I'll definitely not get into every track. Yeah, so for this one, the drums like need some work on the mix and stuff like that. They sound so it's like kind of a little bit too much going on there, and it just doesn't really sound like that clean in the mix. So that'd be like the biggest thing I'll probably work on. But speaking of Don Toliver, have you guys like checked out his new album? What'd you think? I thought it was dope. Gonna drop a tutorial on it actually in like a couple days. So be on the lookout for that. Be using my new bank, Lost Nights, which sounds pretty dope. Also, Yeet just dropped an album too. Do you guys, which album were you guys listening to this weekend? Curious. All right, we got M7, MD3MR. I'm assuming that's probably not what your name is actually. It's probably just not all those letters. But okay, Mohammed. All right, let's check this out. It's a drill type beat. What's good, Jay Lambo?
More to make this.
Yeah, so that one you just need to keep practicing and stuff like that. The drums were hitting pretty hard and everything, but it's just overall just kind of need to practice and just get better at producing overall and whatnot. But not bad. But you know, just keep practicing. That's all I would say. Really, I'm also not an expert on drill beats, to be honest. But yeah, no, I agree. The 808 was kind of all over the place. It's just really just keep practicing. All right, we got Osaki up next. Angels full track. All right, try to make drill. Let's see what you got right here.
Osaki, what the hell is this? Yeah, so for this one, I would say I think the 808 needs to come in a little bit earlier because it didn't come into like 50 seconds or whatever. And then I don't know if that was that much of a drill 808. Maybe. Yeah, I would just keep practicing making these types of beats and whatnot, especially since you just tried to make it. I'm assuming you're not that into it. All right, Cowboy. Yeah, it's $10 to skip the line, bro. You give me 50 cents, which, you know, thank you, but $9.50. I'm not gonna, skip everyone else's beat. All right, so we got HB. I'll give you a refund if you want, though. All right, we got Young Hen up next, and this is called Phantom is the track.
This one you just gotta keep practicing. I can tell you haven't been doing this long. Just like a lot going on. The mix needs work, melody needs work, drums need work, etc. So really just keep practicing. Try to practice every day if you can, just a couple hours. And also, try to like learn stuff, like learn things and then go and practice them. That would be like my biggest piece of advice for sure. All right, we got Citrus Beats up next. 3 months into beat making. Oh, welcome back to the stream, bro, as well. Let's see what you got. Yeah, so like certain notes, like if you listen right here, let's go back. Like right there, that note is out of key. So make sure all your notes are in key. Keep practicing. You're only 3 months into this. Definitely noticing improvements though in your beats. So, keep up the good work. But yeah, work on the mix, work on making sure everything is in key, and then just keep practicing because you're in a good spot for only being 3 months in. All right, let's see what we got. All right, let's see what this is. Are We Dreaming by Rayon Taj. Oh, what the heck? Oh, shit, 1 second. I think I need to open Spotify. That was cool. I think you could have maybe had some of the drums hitting a bit harder, but overall, like that was a really nice vibe and everything like that. It's pretty well mixed and everything. No, I thought it was cool. I liked it, dude. Good work. All right, let's see. How many do we have? Also, is this fight about to start? Because if it is, I'm about to hop off of here. Yeah, definitely not get into all these beats. There's no way. No way. All right, we got FaceTime Ryan. Is that what? Face 2 Ryan. And this is Shadows. Prod by, okay, so this is an original song because I know Pink Grills, he's does streaming and stuff like that. He's producer. So let's check it out.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Rah. Yeah, yeah. They just wanna fuck with us, it's danger, danger. They just wanna start with us, it's danger. Start with me, I pop up like a fireball. I'ma bring your ass, I'ma bring you to the ground, pussy nigga. They just wanna fuck with us, it's danger. They just wanna start with us, it's danger, danger. Start with me, I pop up like a fireball. I'ma bring your ass, I'ma bring you to the ground, pussy nigga. Gotta watch your back, you gotta watch out for my shadow. I'ma go berserk and I'ma turn into a hollow. Turn into a hollow. I go boom on the shit, do some damage. You can never manage. You get hit, bitch, you need a bandage. Dropping like a bomb, I'ma make explosions. I came with destruction, don't need no instruction.
Alright, so for this one, yeah, the mix needs some work on this one, for sure. I've just watched like different vocal tutorials and stuff like that. Just to get a little bit of a cleaner mix and whatnot. On that, that'd be like the biggest thing I'd work on. Because once you have like a clean mix and stuff like that, it just, it's gonna sound a lot better. That'd be one big thing to work on, I would say. All right, let's see what we got. I already listened to one of this dude's beats, I believe. Likely early. Let me see. Yep, I already did. Alright, so we're not going to do that again. Alright, we got Amiku. Let's check it out. So for this one, it's just too much is going on. Less is more. Like it's just too much is going on. So I would just take out a bunch of things, less 808 chops, etc. Just go for something simpler, and it'll sound a lot better. And work on like the leveling and stuff like that, as the melody's really loud. All right. Okay, we got Melanie Osaki. All right, second one is at the bottom, I believe. Hopefully, tips on drum volumes compared to the track. All right, let's go. All right, Osaki. And this is that's what the song's called too. Let's go.
Osaki, what the hell is this?
Off to a very good start. All the drums we have playing right now bass line in the back that you can turn it up a bit. So it'll make the track sound a bit more like full. Since you're not using like an 808, but I hear the bass line in the back. But yeah, the kick and all the other drums are hitting perfectly. Yeah, no, that would be the one thing I would consider changing, was just making that bass line a little bit bigger, as it's going to fill up some of that space along with the kick and whatnot. But the kick was hitting like perfectly in all the other drums. And I guess that was a sample, but the sample sounds super fire too. So, you know, great work on that. That would just be the big thing that I would change, is just bring that bass line up. Is just going to make it sound a little bit more like full and whatnot. But yeah, dope. All right, let's scroll way back up here and make sure I don't skip anybody. All right. We got Little Zoom up next. Let's see. This is way too loud. Drums are out of key also. Yeah, so for this one, you just gotta keep practicing. I'd tell you haven't been doing this that long. The flute was really, really loud. It was like way too loud in my ears. You want that a lot lower. Just because it gets like annoying if it's that loud and whatnot. The drums were like out of key as well. So I can just tell you're just getting started. So just keep practicing. Just learn how to get everything in key, which is pretty simple. You just make sure you use notes that are all in the same key. Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, well, thanks for coming through, Melanie. Thanks for submitting that dope beat as well. Appreciate you. But yeah, I think I'll probably do these every Saturday or Sunday is what I'm thinking. So make sure you guys are members of the Discord, because I'll always do it maybe like a few hours or like the night before or whatever. I'll submit something so people can submit their tracks. So if you want to ensure that your beat will potentially get played, you just got to be really quick, honestly. All right. Let's see. We got Cyclone beats up next. Let's see what you got. What's good, Gus? Good to see you.
Cyclone on the beat.
Good vibes. Only thing I can think of is right here to maybe have like an 808 going. That might sound better than just the kick. Or there might be a bass under there. Let me turn that up a little bit though. But no, that was dope. That was great vibes and everything like that. You hit the gospel vibes for sure. Now, good work. That would be the only thing I would maybe consider changing, but that might not be what you're going for. So, really up to you. All right, we got Go Hard Crew TV up next. Let's go. Or Gary Creator, who's in the chat. What's up, Gary? So that was dope. There was like a lot of like really awesome stuff going on in there. Definitely like a lot of like complex stuff too, like a lot of like tricks and stuff like that, which, you know, I was fucking with. One thing I will say though that I didn't like was the hi-hat was just too loud and like too sharp. So maybe like turn that down or maybe cut out some highs on that. But other than that, it was really cool. I don't think anyone could actually like rap or anything on this, but I don't really think that was your intention. So yeah, no, it was cool. You know, keep it up. Keep it up. All right. Next up, we got Prod by Exhale. This is a Southside type beat. So let's, you know, check this out.
Exhale, got the heat.
Damn, the sample in the background's crazy. Alright, those drums are hitting super hard. Awesome job on that. Really cool, like, weird, like, texture in the background, like, sample or whatever that was. I have no idea how you did that, or if that was a sample, or if that was, like, pedals or whatever. But no, that was dope. That was really good. That was a dope one for sure. Let's fuck with that. Alright, we got CH Leaves up next, and this is called Whatever. I'm not sure, is it a personal song or what? We're about to find out though.
Now I'm lost in the dark. Now I'm a friend of the night. I'm crying all alone. Just me on my own. Oh, tears fall harder than rain. Oh, I'm going insane. Whatever happens, happens. I lost all my passion. My heart is getting blackened. Whatever happens, happens. Ask me about life, get to know me. Ask me about love, even though you hate me. Overthinking is killing me.
Alright, so for that one, I would say, I don't know, the autotune, I didn't love the autotune. There's maybe like a little bit too much for like a ballad type beat that you were kind of using there. So it might not have been like the right beat for the voice on that one. But, you know, what do I know? Like, mix could use some work as well or whatnot. But, you know, just keep practicing and, you know, keep working on it. All right, we got Raging Oracle up next, which I think I saw someone I think's named Raging in the chat earlier. Yep, Raging Oracle. All right, so we're finally at your beat if you're still here, bro. Let's check it out. And this is Chilled Something is what it's called. So that was cool. Like, I really liked when you brought in those vocals later. Only thing I didn't love, but this just might be me, is just kind of when it goes like this. Not that. Just like a little bit of that like 808 movements or that bass movements. I'm not sure if it's the bass or the 808, but most of the time it sounds like pretty solid, so I don't know. But no, I thought that was a cool vibe for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really loved when those vocals came in and stuff like that, and felt like it did fit though. So yeah, I don't even know. I think I've just listened to too many beats at this point. All right, we got Hugh Ox next, and yeah, but that was a good beat overall. So, you know, shout out to you, bro. Hugh Ox or Prod PHB. All right, never mind. That's Prod PHB. Pop punk. Got that pop punk vibe so far. Yeah, so that was good. I'd maybe clean up the mix a little bit, just so there's like a little bit more separation between like the instruments and whatnot. But no, I thought it was good. Yeah, it definitely hit that pop punk vibe as well. And yeah, definitely agree. It was definitely a good change of pace, for sure. I love when you guys like submit all kinds of like different types of music and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. All right, so we got Daka Kaka is up next. I'll wait a second. But we'll see. Oh, Lil Oprah, the GOAT. This is the account I bought some beats in. All right, let's see what this is. How long is this beat? I don't know. Also, I'm probably about to bounce in a couple minutes, so just a heads up if you wanted your beat played and it's way low around here. Yeah, probably not going to get played. Unless you skip the line.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Okay, this is like, the beat needs to drop on this one. I think there's like a change up or something that this person said they added. Let's fast forward real quick. I don't know if I can. Can I even fast forward on here? Oh yeah, wait down here.
Purchase your tracks today.
Yeah, so for this one, I would have it drop in quicker, especially if you're trying to sell beats online. I mean, some songs, they do have like the long intros, then it drops into the beat or whatever. But for that one, it just was taking kind of way too long for anything like crazy to happen for, or it just didn't feel like it was building up enough for it to just keep continuing like that for so long. In terms of like the ambience and like vibe they were creating though, like that was like pretty good overall. I was just, if you're like trying to sell beats and whatnot, that's probably what I recommend. All right, we got It's Tree up next. Let me make sure we didn't skip anybody. Yep, no, we're good. We're good. It's Tree. Let's go. Yeah, so for this one, just keep practicing, working on the mix a little bit. I'm just trying to get some more beats. Like, it wasn't bad or anything. It was like fine. Like the sample was like cool and stuff like that. Just work on the mix a little bit. Let's see, we got Matt's next. I'm probably gonna do like 4 more. Just heads up. Got Matt's Bittersweet. So I don't think that's the right 808 for this beat, and then it just sounds like off and kind of out of key. So I'd work on that. Just make sure it's in the same key as the beats, and if it sounds off like that, you got to just move it around until you get it to sound good, and you'll know when it sounds good. It will just like fit in. All right, let's see. It's Tree. All right, I already submitted that. We got KG, so that means I'll do another one. I'll do Wolfie Savage as well. Alright, so this one started pretty well, but when that 808 came in, it just sounded off. Make sure you're cutting out like the low end on the sample so your 808 has space, and then just make sure you're putting it on the right notes. When you're doing like a sample type beat, just find the key of the sample, and the best place to start is just the note that the sample is in. So if it was like the sample is in A minor, then just start with your 808 on A minor and then move it around and see where it might sound better. Alright, we got Wolfie Savage next. This is probably going to be the last one today because I got to bounce. But I'll be back next week.
Damn, Wolfie, this shit fire.
Definitely Kanye vibes. Yeah, that one was dope. I liked the intro and then how it opened up once the drums dropped in and everything like that. And there was like a lot of good contrasts and whatnot. Yeah, and shout out to Wolfie Savage again, coming through again with some heat. So yeah, I got to bounce though, guys. I'll be on next week. Make sure you join the Discord. Before each of these streams, I'll send out a message to everyone in the Discord to drop their beats, and those beats will get first priority other than people that, you know, donate to the stream and whatnot. So yeah, sorry I couldn't get all your beats, but I appreciate you guys coming through, and yeah, have a great rest of your week. Peace.